So when I came back home, the house had this small or short hallway. So when I came back home, they had put them in the hallway. There are 3, and arranged them in such a way that it makes the entrance to the house very nice, attractive, and it kind of elongates it. The way people have, runner mats in the hallway, or a very long, painting or wall hanging, they put it there. So when I came in, that hit me. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know this exists. This looks very nice. And I had moved from a place I really loved to a place I didn't really love, only that I had to move. And when I came in, that hallway hit me. And, it even had an emotional effect to it. And, that's not something you get from someone who gives you a service just because they have to give it. If they give it out of their heart and it's excellent, it has.
Nellions.
My name is Sylvie Amayo. I live in Nairobi. I'm a writer and a health and fitness coach. I write mostly about health, wellness, fitness, and life. And I coach a group of ladies. And I'm also a lover of life and nature and plants. Yeah. I found out about Nellions through my previous employer, that is CBA then. Now they are NCBA. I had just gotten a promotion from a position in Mombasa, being moved to Nairobi, and the manager who was handling logistics usually gave us someone to move us. So Nellions was, I believe, the company that was working with CB at that time. So I was hooked up with Nellions. They moved me from Mombasa to Nairobi, and since then I've been hooked. Well, the first time they told me don't pack anything, I didn't believe it. So I came to my house and I tried to pack, and I remember they said, you know what, don't pack anything. So I was so worried. Do they have stuff to put everything in? Are they going to handle it well? They were going from Mombasa to Nairobi. Is everything going to break? Are they going to get there and leave it in the parking lot? Am I going to sit there and tell them, put this here, put this here? But when I saw what they did after moving me, all my worries evaporated, because they even tell you when we are doing our stuff or our magic, we don't want anyone else in the house, so because they don't want anyone to interfere. I was also worried about time. I'm really a stickler for time, so I was worried whether their promised 7:30 a.m. is going to be 7:30 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. And they always arrived on time. If there is a delay, they'll tell you in advance. My people don't do that. What else was I? Did I have any other concern? Just whether my stuff will be handled with care, and if anything breaks, will I get a replacement? But they are very careful, very professional. I think I've said amazing so many times. 6 times. Okay, that's crazy and embarrassing. But they've moved me 6 times since 2015. And Lumumba is the team leader of the guys who moved me. Charles, yes. So I told him, you guys are just going to keep moving me every 1 or 2 years. And he was like, hopefully next time, hopefully we'll keep moving you until we move you to your own house. That was so amazing. So I think they will move me. I hope the 7th time we'll be going to my own house and I won't have to move again. But I'll send you customers. What keeps me coming back to Nellions is the very first time they moved me. I experienced something I've never experienced before. I didn't know there's such a kind of moving. To me, it's like VIP. I mean, it's like the team carries your house from the previous place you were, and they come and place it in your new place. So you meet them in the morning when they've come to move you. You just, maybe let them into the house. You go to work. In the evening, you come back and continue with your life. I mean, you come in, you shower, you cook, you eat, you go to sleep. They are so professional, very, very timely. They are sticklers for time, especially given in Kenya where we don't keep time. I really love that they keep time. Very professional. They handle your stuff very well. They know how to pack it, and it just amazes me how, I come back after they've moved my stuff, and I wouldn't change anything. I mean, who doesn't want to move with someone they even make your bed, they arrange your wardrobe, they arrange your utensils. I mean, they do every single thing. They just make life easy, and moving very enjoyable. You can't use moving and enjoyable in the same sentence, but Nellion makes you do that. They are just amazing, in short. Where Nellions picked me up in Mombasa, I had moved there from another house. I didn't have a lot of stuff then, so I just packed in boxes, got this friend who hooked me up with a mkokoteni guy, and then, they come place it on mkokoteni, and push it. I wasn't moving very fast, so they push it to your place, and they either unload or you unload it yourself, and then you're on your own. That's how I moved before I met Nellions. After Nellions, I've never considered another professional mover. Why? Because I don't feel like I'm missing anything. You see, if there's a company you usually go to for a service, and you meet another company, sometimes you are tempted to move if you feel like there's something company A is not giving me. But I don't feel like I'm missing anything from Nellions. The way they handle me, the way they handle my staff, their professionalism, their staff are so friendly and they're amazing. So no, I have never considered moving with another mover. Actually, I have referred two people. I referred a friend. I told her, you know what? These people are going to sort you out. Please talk to them. Don't talk to anyone else. And then my sister was also moving. She had actually gotten a mover. So I looked at the quote and everything. I mean, it looked good, but I told her, you know what? Whether you get the same quote or even a more expensive or cheaper quote from Nellions, you have to use Nellions. Because I don't think you can get the kind of service or excellence that you'll get from Nellions from these people. You know, why I've never considered another mover also is you'll move with people, they won't handle your stuff well. Nellions, they handle your stuff with care. They tell you to pack your personal stuff and they'll carry it for you. If they break anything, they replace it. You know, I couldn't believe the first time they even replaced a bowl. I was like, okay, it's just a bowl, but they replaced it. Other people, they will break and they won't even tell you. And you see, if I move, if Nellions team break like this cup, I wouldn't know probably. I'll know a month later. But you know, they come and tell you we broke a cup and they go ahead and replace it. And they fix everything. So when they come with your TV and your cooker and your gas and your bulbs, you know, they don't leave until they test the TV, switch it on and confirm it's working, including your aerial and your Wi-Fi and your, if you have DSTV, your cooker, they have to light it and, you know, see it working. The bulbs have to be fixed. And, you know, when you come back after they've arranged your house, they ask you, is this okay? Do you want us to change anything? Usually I'm like, okay, this is even better than I would have arranged it. it's just amazing. I think next time when they ask me that, I'll tell them to change everything and see what happens. But they are just so good. They are just amazing, actually. Well, so the fact that I come back and the stuff in my living room is arranged in a way I wouldn't want to change, because when I'm moving, usually I'm like, where am I going to put this wall hanging? Where is the seat going to be? Where is the table going to be? You come back home and they've done the thinking for you, and honestly there is nothing I would change about what they usually do. So that to me is really out of this world. You wouldn't get someone who moves. You can get someone who moves and arranges your stuff for you, but to arrange it in a way that you wouldn't change and even surprises you, that is not easy to come by. Number two, the last time they moved me, they moved my sister and I to the same house. So you see, it's very hard to move two people from two different places to the same house. If you're moving me alone, then it's easy because you see how I've arranged my stuff. Same as if you're moving my sister alone. But moving the two, then combining them, even I wouldn't know how to do it. And guess what? They moved my sister from her house, me from my house, to the same house, and we didn't change a thing. And there were these, my sister had some wall decors, some African wall decor stuff. I didn't know they had it because my sister had never hung them in her house. So when I came back home, the house had this small or short hallway. So when I came back home, they had put them in the hallway. There are three, and arranged them in such a way that it makes the entrance to the house very nice, attractive, and it kind of elongates it. The way people have, runner mats in the hallway or a very long, painting or wall hanging, they put it there. So when I came in, that hit me. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know this exists. This looks very nice. And I had moved from a place I really loved to a place I didn't really love, only that I had to move. And when I came in, that hallway hit me. And, it even had an emotional effect to it. And, that's not something you get from someone who gives you a service just because they have to give it. If they give it out of their heart and it's excellent, it has several effects from you, other effects on you, other than just, I paid for this service and I got it and that's it. So actually that last one, it's the memorable one for me, and it just means these people know their stuff. They know what they are doing, and if you're moving with these other people and the Kokoteni guy like me, the first time I moved, you don't know what you're missing. It's worth every single penny, and it makes life so easy. Yeah. A friend who's seeking high quality moving services, what I would tell them is just call Nellions. Just tell them I want to move. Give them your list and let them do the rest for you. You will get value for your money. You will get peace of mind. I know you might be tempted to buy boxes, pack, give someone to move and say, I'll do the unpacking myself, I'll arrange the way I want it. But trust me, when you use Nellions, you will ask yourself, wait a minute, what have I been doing my whole life? I've been missing out. And you will compare what you've been paying the other guys who do just the packing and the moving for you, and what you pay Nellions to do everything from scratch to the end for you. Yes, I bet Nellions might turn out to be pricier. However, it is worth every single penny, and you might even feel like they are charging you less than they deserve. So if you want to move, you want timeliness, professionalism, an experienced team, care handling your staff, reimbursement if there is any breakage or any problem, people who just make you feel at ease. You meet them in the morning, you go to work with peace of mind, come back at 5, continue with your life at home, then talk to Nellions. Don't talk to anyone else. Yeah.
Move with Nellions. Remember to like, share, subscribe.